I'm Lucy. Paperglitterglue.com is my website, and today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little daisy fairy house. I made this one with a base that's a cone shape here and a cylinder here, and I just think it's so cute. So the pattern is free. It's design number 160 in my Paper Glitter Glue library. But there are a couple of other things you could choose besides this kind of circular fairy house. I've also got, obviously the top comes off, a hexagon pattern, which I really like. Um, it's very simple, and it's kind of cool that you can put something in it, like a little LED light, or put in some treats. And then the other one is a cottage shape. This one I call the fairy cottage. This is the fairy cottage with violets on the roof, and I really like this design. But all of these designs are part of the Whimsical Fairy Challenge. So there's like a series of 12 different designs. So they're all these designs are to allow you to make paper-based fairy houses. A lot of fairy houses are made out of polymer clay, but these are just based on paper like cardstock or watercolor paper, or perhaps even cardboard. Cardboard's my favorite because I think they're very sturdy and they'll last for a while. So anyway, I hope you will join me in this series and make the Daisy Fairy House. Now I'm going to show you how to cut out the files for the Daisy Fairy House. I'm using my Cricut to do it. I'm using my Cricut Maker. I'm on my laptop, and this is the Cricut screen. I've pulled Cricut up, and I'm going to click New Project on the left, this is the right upper corner. New project. Now I'm on the canvas and I need to go to upload. I'm going to upload button down here on the lower left. Upload image, browse. Yay. This is day number 6 of the Make a Fairy House challenge, and today is Daisy Fairy House. These are the files. This is about the files. They're 2 printable files. This is the SVG file for cutting out the Daisy Fairy House. Open. This is the file I want. I'm going to click Continue, the green button in the lower right-hand side. Now this is an image details thing. I actually ignore that. Upload. And this is how it looks on my screen when it first appears. I'm using this little size button down here to reduce the size on the screen, just so I can see it better. And there I can see all my pieces. I just reduced it to 75%. The first thing we do with our files, anytime really, is ungroup them. They always come in grouped. Now we're going to ungroup. We can see all of them are ungrouped. This is my 1-inch scale square. I'm going to delete that. I know it uploaded at the correct size. So I'm clicking the little trash can icon. And these are the sizes of the daisies. Now, depending on, what appeals to you, you can use the little ones. They're about 1 inch, just over 1 inch tall. These are like 1 1/4 inches, just over 1 1/4 inches. And these are 1.6 inches. So choose whichever one you want and duplicate it so you've got enough for your fairy house roof. I decided to do double daisies, like 2 layers of daisies, because it gave more dimension to the roof, and I just kind of like the effect of the little blossoms kind of sticking out. So I had to make more of them. But when you're using the large size ones, you obviously don't have to cut out as many because they occupy more space on your fairy house roof. This is the base. I did use the base of this, and it's just kind of a random shape of a daisy. And I'll show you how I used it when we do the construction. And then this is what I call the door. It's kind of vaguely based on the shape of daisy leaves. These are your centers. And for mine, I actually painted the centers, but you could cut out circles and glue them in the center. This is for the large one. And this line of small circles goes to fits the other 2. So it fits the 1 and 1.38 size, and the ones that are just over, that's the 1.38, and the 1-inch ones. These are your windows. For the the design that I used, I only needed 4 windows, but some of the designs have like 5, and I always cut out an extra. And the same thing with the window frames. Okay, now let's go to construction. Okay, let's make a daisy fairy house. I'm using my fairy house pattern I call the easy fairy house pattern. This is the one with the cone-shaped top, and it's got a little cylinder for the base. But for this one, I actually applied, I made paper mache, applied paper mache, and then I painted it with shades of brown to kind of mimic a tree stump. In addition, I used the daisy base in the pattern, and I glued it to a cheese box. It's kind of tight because I painted it, but anyway, you can put like a little treat in here. This is from either Brie or Camembert, just some cheese that comes in a circular box, and I think it makes a great base for something like Daisy House. You could put a little gift in there, gift card, but you could also put it inside. So anyway, this is the base, the structure I've chosen for my daisy fairy house. These are my daisies. I think you can see they're like 2 different sizes. And just to give a little dimension, I'm making double daisies since there actually is a thing. And I like how the petals stand up. I painted the centers. These are large enough that I think you can glue a circular center if you want to. That's in the pattern as well. So that's the large one. And this is a smaller double daisy. And this is the door, just simple door. It's kind of based on the daisy leaf shape. So I'm going to glue those 2 together. And then these are the windows. And I simplified the windows a little bit just so that they work. So they go around the side. There are 4 windows. All right, let's get started. So one nice thing about having the base all done is that you can put the cone on top, and then you can decorate it easier. Okay, I'm going to move my daisies out of the way. These were made out of watercolor paper, but really you could use white cardstock because I didn't do anything to them. They're just white daisies. So just, use whatever paper's easiest for you, whatever white paper. Okay, let's apply the daisies. I'm just going to do it in kind of a random pattern. And we'll see. I found that they're easier to adhere if you just apply the glue to the roof rather than to the back of the flower. One here. It looks kind of 60s, doesn't it, with all these daisies? And then once I get towards the top, I usually use the smaller ones, the slightly smaller ones. There are 3 sizes in your pattern, so you can kind of choose which one you like, if you like the little daisies or larger daisies. It's actually much easier with the larger daisies rather than, let me show you. My original daisies were really tiny, and they take a long time to cut out and a little while to apply. Not terrible. I really think I just need one more. See? Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to let that dry. And now I'm going to glue the windows on. You can see when I applied the paper mache, I tried to give myself a little space around the window so that the window itself would glue on pretty easily. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone for a minute so they can kind of adhere. I guess I should have glued the center part on first, but I didn't. I'm going to glue the door together. And because this door is going on a cylindrical shape, it's curved, I'm going to have to bend it a little. Trying to figure out the right place. It goes here. So I kind of just curve it a little bit. So it'll sort of, the glue will kind of dry with a gentle curve to it. And I'm going to have to let the daisies dry for a second, and then we'll add the windows. And we're done. This is like the easiest one. I just really like it. I guess, whoops, I knocked one of the windows off. If you wanted to, you could use some smaller daisies down here. Now that the windows are adhered, we could put these on. Like I said, I should have glued the centers to the daisy before I did this, but that's why I do so many prototypes, but I missed that step. Okay, window. Oops. One more window. And now for the door, the leafy door. I'm going to curve it. Apply some glue to the back. And our daisy house is done. That's an easy one. I hope y'all have fun making the daisy house. So that's how you make the daisy fairy house. It's really easy. And I just think it's really cute, kind of retro, sort of 60s. So anyway, if you want to make them, make this house, all you have to do is go to my website, paperglitterglue.com. The tutorial is written there, as well as, you know, this YouTube video. But also, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and then you'll get the password to get all my files free. Like I said, this is design number 160. So, alrighty, I hope you will join me on my website. And have a creative day. Not a clumsy day. A creative day. Take care. Bye.